Hi, my name is Sarah, and have you ever had an experience that has completely changed your life for the better? I know for me, I used to be terrified of driving, and I know that sounds silly, but it's true. I was afraid to leave the house and to get behind the wheel. But then that changed one day. And what happened was my friends invited me to a church retreat to go to Tennessee. And so I agreed and I went with her. And the speaker was talking about the importance of having a relationship with God. And he was using the analogy of David and Goliath. How David could have easily been afraid of Goliath, but he wasn't. He knew that he had God beside him or on the side, and he had nothing to fear. And so he went and conquered Goliath. And to me, that was a big eye opener. I realized that I had this fear of driving and that I need to stop. There's no reason to have this fear. It's silly. And God's always with me. He is there to protect me. There's nothing I should fear, really. And I realized that also that it was really hindering my relationship, this fear, because I'm not trusting God. And I decided from then on that I'm not going to be fearful of driving. But really, where my fear stemmed from was whenever I was learning to drive, that time frame, my grandfather was in a car accident. And I saw him in the ICU, and it was very heartbreaking to see someone in that state. But he did die, so everything's good now. He's better, but it was very difficult for me, and it was almost traumatic for me to go through that. And I didn't want anyone else to go through that. I guess that was really my mindset. But again, this is me being irrational and not realizing that, God has everything in his hands. He's in control. And if it's part of his plan, it's part of his plan. I shouldn't have to be fearful and worry all the time. So I would say that going on that retreat, he put me in that position to begin with. He wanted me to change and to grow, and I have. I've grown, and my relationship with him has become stronger, and I am very grateful for that. And so I challenge you to really reflect on yourself and see where you can work on your relationship, especially if you have fear there, fear of whatever it may be. It could be driving like I was too, or it could be fear of, not having kids one day or having a kid with a disability, or it could be anything. But I really encourage you to work on that because having that relationship is really special.